Welcome back, Ruby lovers. In our previous video, we explored the different types of variables in Ruby. Today, we are going back to basics to answer a fundamental question: what is a variable? And perhaps, more importantly, is it an object? So, what is a variable? In programming, a variable is like a container or a label that we use to store and manage data. It's a way to give a name to a piece of information, making it easier for us to work with that data in our programs. Think of it as a box with a label where you can store different things. Imagine you have a box and you label it my variable. Inside that box, you can put different things like numbers, words, or even more complex data structures. This labeling and storage of data are what variables are all about. Now, here is a common question. Is a variable an object? In the world of Ruby programming, the answer is no. Let's dive into a bit of Ruby code to clarify this. I have a variable called my variable and string. I store the string hello to it. Let's create another variable. Let's say greet, and this greet will be having the same object as my variable. So let us see this. Now I want to print out the two variables. We have two variables, my variable which stores the object of a class string hello, and this greet is also storing the variable, my variable. So if I should print these two variables out, I want your contribution. So what are we going to have? Will I have for my variable, I'll have hello, and for greet, what will I have? Will I have hello also? So let us check it out. So you can comment below to see if you are correct. So we have p, my variable, p, greet. So let's save and let's see it. Now as you can see, we have hello and hello. So it means these two variables are storing the same object. These two variables are storing the same object, and we can also determine that these two variables are storing the same object by checking the object ID of this variable. So let's do that again. But we want to check the object. Okay, we want to check the object ID of this variable. So we should have the same ID. So let's run again. Now can you see we have 60, we have 60. So these two variables are having the same object ID. Now let us now see something. I want to change my variable to something else. I want to change my variable. Okay, I want to change the first character, the second character of my variable of this object to E. So we are going to have hello. So let's do that. My variable, so the second character equals to character E. Don't forget to save. Now another question: is these two going to have the same thing also? Will the greet also still have hello or hello? Now let us print my variable And let me comment this object first. We'll come back to that. Save, clear the terminal, then run. Now can you see hello, my variable is now hello and not hello, because I have changed this second character in the object, in the string. I've changed this A to what? E. Now my question is, will greet variable also have hello or hello? I want you to comment below in the comment section. So let's check it out. So P greet, save, clear the terminal, then run. Now can you see? So despite you only change the character of my variable, the second character of my variable, we are also at the same time changing the character in greet, because variable in Ruby is not an object. Instead, it's a reference to an object. In this case, my variable is a reference to the string object hello, which will later change the second character. Now, if we'll also check the ID, we will see that we still have the same ID. So they are still referencing the same thing. Can you see? Let me clear the terminal and run. Can you see? So we still have 60, 60. So these two variables are referencing the same object. So while the variable, my variable or greet, is not an object, it's a label or reference that points to an object in memory. This is a fundamental concept in many programming languages, including Ruby. To sum it up, a variable in Ruby is a label or a reference that we use to store and manage data. It's not an object in itself, but rather a way to interact with objects. Understanding this concept is crucial as we continue our journey into Ruby programming. Thank you for joining us today on Alpha Tech channel. If you found this explanation helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more Ruby tutorials and programming insights. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Stay tuned and happy coding.